They can't see what God is planning to do for you. They can't see what God has for you. They are just only seeing what the story. They can't see the glory. Let me tell you to the once. These people are so blind that they can't see what God has for you. They are so blind that they can't see the glory of God that is about to take place in your life. That is why if things are tough around you today, if you are going through some difficulties right now, you need to understand that they don't know what God has accurately for you. They don't know the mission of God in your life. You know what I'm saying? They can only see what the story. They can only see the rejection. They can only see what they can see. But the truth is that they have no idea what God truly had for you. And this is why you need to understand the fact that they are so blind that they can't see what you see. They are so blind that they can't understand where God is taking you to. They are so blind that they can't see the goodness and the mercies of God in your life. They are so blind that they cannot feel the greatness in you. They are just seeing only the storm. That is why you need to understand that majority of people will do what? Will look down on you. That is okay. Majority of people out there will accurately make you feel like you will never be able to do it. Sometimes they will team together in order for them to make sure they bring you down. But the truth is that they can't see what God is already about to do. They can't see it because they don't have the eyes to see it. They don't have it. They are blind. Trust me. These people are blind to the point that they can't see what you see. These people are blind to the point that they can't feel what you feel. So that is why you need to understand that majority of people up there can't see what you see. They are so ignorant of what God is about to do. All that they are just seeing is the storm. That is why majority of people up there will do it. We try to reject you. We try to make you feel like nothing good will come from you. It's because of the fact that they can't see what you see. They can't see what you see. And that is something that is annoying a lot of people up there. That is something that is making them feel uncomfortable. That is something that is making life become so hard for them. Because they can't see what God, they don't have eyes. The Bible says they have eyes, but they can't see. They have ear, they can't hear. Today is my best day. You know what I'm saying? We just have a bouncing baby girl in my family. You know what I'm saying? So when I traveled back to Africa last year, so today they just give us a news that my brother's wife just give a bouncing baby or girl, and I'm so glad to hear it. It's something that's so amazing. You know what I'm saying? So we have a bouncing baby girl today. It's so amazing. You know what I'm saying? So it is something that is so amazing. That is why you see me, I'm smiling. So there is joy in my heart. There is joy in my heart. To be real with you, that's why I titled this message. I can't see what you see. These people cannot understand where God is taking you to. So there is joy, in my heart. I don't know how to explain it, but there is joy in my heart. Oh God, I have been praying for blessing, praying for God intervention. But today, they just give me a news and said, we have a bouncing baby boy, maybe a bouncing baby girl. You know what I'm saying? So it is something that is so amazing, and I'm so glad. You know what I'm saying? All glory be to the Most High that everything went successfully. You know what I'm saying? She was even looking like nothing happened. She did not even look so stressed. You see, that is the will, that is the work of God. You know what I'm saying? So what am I trying to say? Choosing one is that, they can't see what you see. They they don't understand where God is taking you to. That is why majority of people will try to conclude you, will try to make things make you look like you can never go far. That's why some people will try to make life become difficult, because they have no idea whom God is, and they don't know what God is capable of doing. Trust me, these people are ignorant of the what of the prophet. Or let me say, they are ignorant of what God is able and capable of doing. Some people will make you feel like you can't go far without us, not knowing that without you they cannot even move forward. They can't do it. They can't go forward. They can't excel. So that is why you need to understand the fact that when people can see something good in them, they will label it to be you. When some people can see something unique in them, they will make you feel like you are best of the same feather. But you have to rebuke them. You know what I'm saying? You have to rebuke them by fire. Don't let them wear you that garment of negative. You don't let people force you to wear the garment that is not made for you. Like one of my friends, one of my friends here was, he says he don't want to dress the way we, says he don't want to look the way we look. Instantly I said, no, Father, I rebuke that energy. I rebuke that. No, I'm not meant to be like you, because I cannot look like your master, the devil. That is just the fact truth. We are too unique to look like them. And they knew it right from the day one. And that is why majority of people are absolutely so annoyed. That is why everything about you frustrates them, because you look totally so different. The way you do your things, the way God is carrying you, the way God is providing, midst of you surviving, it drives many people up there crazy. You have to understand that there are many people who cannot see something good in them, and whenever they see you, they see something that they thought they wish to have. So with that, they become so nervous, and they become so fat, they become so frustrated, to the point where they will try to convince you that you are of the same feather. Because let me tell you, when people cannot see green pasture around them, they'll make you feel like there is no green pasture within you. But the truth is that we are circled with green pastures. We are circled with blessing. We are unique. We are special. We are authentic. So when people cannot see something good in them, they can never see something good in you. Even when they see it, they won't believe. Because there is a way that make it right to them, but to us as a choosing, it's something that is not good. How can someone that is a failure try to make us look like we are a failure? No, it's impossible, because in our body we bear the marks of Christ. So some people cannot see what you see, and they don't know where God is taking you to. They don't know the purpose of God in your life. They don't know the mission of God in your life, because you truly do make a difference. You truly do make a difference, and that scared a lot of people. Trust me. That frustrates a lot of people up there. It makes them feel so frustrated, because you truly do make a difference. Sometimes when people look at you, they see all the blessings of God around you. When they look at themselves, they see the definition of whom they are. They don't need someone to tell them accurately the kind of person they are. That is why many of them will end up hating you, because you automatically give them a reason to be sad. Because some people are just seeing they are seeing the story, and they don't have eyes to see the glory. Some people are now seeing things, difficulties, delay, obstacles. Yes, things may become tough, but they don't know that there is greater things that is ahead to come. Yes, we may encounter delay, we may encounter rejection, we may encounter disappointment, but that does not mean that is the end of it. And this is what they don't understand. This is the reason why majority of people up there will always hate you, because they cannot understand, neither will they be able to figure out where God is leading you to. They don't. That is why I'm here to tell you, no matter how tough your life may look like as a choosing, no matter what you are going through right now, no matter the difficulties and betrayed or rejection that is around you or that circled you, never you think of giving up. It does not matter who betrayed you. It does not matter who make you feel like, you won't be able to access or see. Don't just give up because they don't know what God has ahead of you. It does not matter who tell you, let's see how you will do it. You don't need to focus on them. Because today, people want you to focus on the negative stuff. People want you to focus on the difficulties. Some people want you to focus on the betrayed. Some people want you to focus on delay. But the truth is that they don't have eyes to see what God has for you. They don't have eyes to see what you see. They don't have the eyes to see the things that you are seeing. And that is why they are accurately so mad. Because you have to understand that the Father, they are watching you. They are watching, but they can't see nothing. They cannot see things that is ahead to come. They are just seeing the storm. They are just seeing the storm. That is why some people will start to make mockery. Some people will start to laugh at you. But let me tell you, in a due season, your success will let them know. Your success will mock many. Trust me. Your success, your open door will mock many. Your open door will let them know that they make the worst mistake of mocking you. Your success is going to let a lot of people know whom you accurately are. You know what I'm saying? So they may rejoice right now. They may make forms of you. They may do all kinds of things that they feel like doing. But in a due season, your success is going to mock these your haters. Your success is going to mock these your haters. It's really going to mock them. Because they won't be able to celebrate for too long. They won't be able to celebrate for too long. They won't. So that is why you need to focus on the positive things. Don't focus on how many times they betrayed you or what they are saying. Grow to that point where you have that mentality of letting these garbages, feel like you don't care. Don't just focus on them. Because they know that you are too blessed to be like them. They know that you are too favored to be in their shoe. They know that the glory of God is accurately mightier than any other thing that they may try to use to break you. And this is why majority of people up there are accurately so mad at you. This is why majority of people up there are absolutely wondering. Because you are too blessed. You are too blessed, bro. And they don't have eyes to see all. Because as long as they have that negative vibe in them, as long as they are carrying that negative vibes, as long as they are carrying that negative energy, they won't be able to figure out the kind of energy you have within you. They won't. So you have to understand the fact that you are indeed too blessed. You are blessed beyond their expectation. You are blessed beyond their belief. And this is why majority of people up there are accurately wondering. This is why a lot of people around you are absolutely so pissed off. Because you are too blessed. And they can feel the blessing within. These people can feel how blessed you are. Trust me, they are not blind. They can accurately feel the blessings of God in your life. They can accurately feel the kind of glory you carry. Because truly they lack what it takes to be you. They lack what it takes to stand out. So you carry the glory of God, but these people cannot be able to see all. That is why some people will leave you, some people will reject you, some people will make you feel like you will never be able to go far. But at the end, they'll start to find ways in which they'll come into your life because they can't see what you see. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of people who are secretly regretting why they messed you up. There are a lot of people are secretly regretting why they make the mistake of walking away from you, because today they have fully come to understand that they need you much more than they ought to breathe. That they need you much more than they ought to do or to breathe. So you need to understand the fact these people need you, and they are so scared. They are so scared of letting you go. So you are indeed too blessed. You are indeed too blessed, and these people can feel it. Trust me, they can feel how blessed you are. You know what I'm saying? So they can see what you see. That is why you don't need to blame them, bro. That is why you don't need to blame them, because they don't have the eyes to see what you see. They don't have the eyes to see what God has for you. So you don't need to blame what these haters. You don't need to blame them, because they cannot be able to see where God is accurately taking you to. They can't be able to view the purpose of God. They can't be able to view it all, because all that they have in their mind is just the imagination of the storm. All that they are seeing is just what you are going through right now, the difficulties, maybe the betrayal, maybe the rejection. That is all that they may be seeing. But the truth is that they have no eyes, because in time to come, many of them will be like, where is that word? Where is that story? How come this story have automatically disappeared? How come this story is no longer here? How come the story have automatically disappear? Because very soon they will start to see glory. They will start to see the mission and the work of God in your life. They will start to see what God is capable of doing. That majority of people who said, we want you back. Majority of people up there will start to regret why they ever let you go. You got what I'm saying? So you are indeed blessed, and majority of people can't see it. You are indeed favored, and majority of people up there can't see it. Trust me, they can't see what you see. They can't see the blessings of God in your life. They can't see the glory of God in your life. They can't, because they don't have the eyes. It take understanding to understand what God has for you. It take the grace of God to figure out the purpose of God in your life. So these people have demons, so that they look like the devil, their master. That is how they look like. And that is why many of them will always be annoyed. That is why majority of people up there will always be annoyed, be mad, because they cannot see what you are seeing absolutely. You get what I'm saying? So they can't see what you see. They can't feel what, they can't understand. That's why Jesus said to them, He said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. You need to tell these haters, Lord, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. The way they treated you, the things that they have done, you need to let them know that they don't know what they are doing. Because if eventually majority of people up there accurately know what they are doing, they will never mess up, trust me. Majority of people will never mess up, they will never try in messing up with you. Because you are too blessed, and they can see it. They can see it. They can see the blessing. But what is really shocking them is that they can't see that one that is coming. They can't feel that one that is coming. They can't. Because they don't have what it takes. That is why the word of God makes us to understand. He said, I know the thought the Lord has for me. Thought of good and not of evil. Not everyone know that the thought of God in your life is for you to prosper and succeed. Not everyone around you will understand that God what ultimate purpose and expectation is that you excel. Not everyone will understand that. Not everyone will understand the fact that there is something in you that God has planted, that even in the storm you are blessed. Because majority of people have eyes but they can't see. Majority of people have eyes but they can't. All that they are now seeing is just the present and the past, but they can't see the future. They don't understand. This guy is good. They just don't know it because they are too blind to see. They are too dumb to imagine. Unfaithful, unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Hey, unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Hey, unchangeable. Unchangeable, unchangeable God, you are the Lord, my God. Unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Unchangeable, unchangeable, unchangeable God, you are the Lord, my God. You are saying, so God is unchangeable. They can't change God. They can't deceive God. And this is why a lot of people are always frustrated, because when they look at your past, when they remember all that you have gone through, when they remember all that they have did, when they remember all the obstacles they feel was so ashamed. Majority of people today are so filled with anger because they were not able to figure out the purpose of God in your life. They were not able to understand that there is something that God is saying. They were not able to understand that there is something in you that is about to multiply. They were only seeing what the pain. Because when a lady is pregnant, you'll understand. In the first month, the lady will not feel nothing. She will just be walking the way she used to walk. When a lady is when a lady is pregnant, in the second month, they feel normal. They feel like everything is okay. But when a lady come to 3 months, they feel the same. But when they come to 4 months, you got to understand that they will start to feel like they are carrying load. But it's not that they will feel like they are carrying load, but it's not that they will feel like they are not carrying load. But it will just be like something that is what they can't just understand yourself. That's why they will start to tell you, babe, I can't understand myself. Babe, I don't know what is going on. I don't know how I feel. When they get to that 5 months, they'll start to tell you it's like something is moving inside, but I don't know where to locate it. Hey, God. That is why when things are tough around you, some people will look at it and say, this is the end of the blessing. This is the end of the progress. This is the end of everything. But when a lady gets to 8 months, that is when he will start to call you all kinds of names. You are the reason why I'm going through what I'm going through. I hate you with everything. I hate you with everything. I don't love you again. You are making me to have sleepless night. But when it gets to 9 months, hey, you got to understand that the delivery moment is what is already at hand. That is why when things are tough around you, that is when you need to understand that God is about to open doors. Hey, God, that is when you need to kick your 2 legs and say, Father, I refuse to quit. I don't care who quitted on me. I don't care who gave up upon me. I don't care who rejected me. I refuse to give up. I was talking with my brother's wife. That was last month. When I was talking with her, she was just like behaving on normal. I was just like, what is going on? Today, they just called me and tell me that she give a bouncing baby girl. Well, when I was calling her, I said, hey, my wife, before you say anyone, just give me a kiss. Because there's something that I've already landed. That is why you need to understand that there are a lot of people who were able to do not to recognize. They were not able to recognize the glory inside the storm. But all that they were seeing is just the storm. But now that the storm have already disappeared, and all that they are seeing is the glory. That is why many of them are accurately so depressed. That is why majority of people are so frustrated, because all that they are not seeing is just glory, no longer story. So you have to understand that when the pain increase, that is the delivery moment. When the difficult increase, that is the delivery moment. When the betrayed increase, that is the time that God is about to do what He have already promised you to do. Because they don't have eyes to see what you see. That is why some people will reject you when you are going through tough time. That's why some people will leave you when things are hard because they don't have eyes to see. That is why sometimes some people will tell you you won't be able to do it without us because they don't have the eyes you have. They don't have the imagination. They don't have all it takes to know where God is taking you to. They are ignorant. You don't need to blame them. Hey, God. Because God is so marvelous that He will transform them, that all that they will just be seeing is the storm. God is so marvelous that He will not allow these haters to understand where He is taking us to. And you need to understand the fact that majority of people up there are accurately so sick because you are too blessed. Majority of people up there are absolutely so sick because they are no longer seeing something that they are expected to see. So you need to understand that the delivery moment is what they can see. They are just seeing the trade. They are just seeing the storm. That is why when the men were, when that man was shouting, "Oh, that son of David, have mercy upon me! Oh, that son of David, have mercy upon me!" The man was so seriously, and all that the preachers, all that the apostles were seeing is the storm. The apostles were seeing only the storm, but they will not see the glory that is about to take the man. Nobody were able to figure out that there is a glory that is about to take place. They were just seeing the storm and they were shouting to the man. They said, keep silent, keep quiet. And the man keeps shouting because he knows that glory is about to locate him. He knew right from the beginning that Christ had been doing signs and wonders, and now it is my turn to receive the same signs and wonders, and they are telling me to keep silent. The Bible says he refused to be what? He refused to keep silent. So you need to understand that there are a lot of people who are so devastated right now because you refuse to give up. That's why I'm telling you, I'm so pressed. I'm so impressed that you decide not to give up. You decide not to quit because the intention was to see you quit. Their mission was to see you fail. Their expectation was never to see you succeed. But God truly do. God truly do. So you need to understand that majority of people up there are secretly so sick because all that they are seeing around you is the brightness of God. They were so filled with happiness because all that they were seeing is just what they stood. But now that the glory have come, now that the glory have already occupied, because darkness cannot do it, cannot dominate the light. Now that the glory of God have accurately dominated your life, now that the glory of God is showing forth its marvelous and uniqueness, that's why majority of people out there are absolutely so sick because all that they are seeing is just the glory of God. So that is why many of us need to understand that they don't know what God is about to accomplish. They don't know the purpose of God in our life. They don't know it. These people cannot see what you see. They are so ignorant that they can't figure out where God is taking you to. What a marvelous God. What a marvelous God. He has done marvelous thing for us. Hey, what a marvelous God. What a marvelous. He has done marvelous thing for us. Hey. What a super seed God. What a super seed God. He has done marvelous thing for us. What a marvelous God. What a marvelous. He could have done something marvelous for us. Father, to you be all the glory. To you, Jesus, be all the honor. To you, ancients of days, be all the glory. On all adoration forevermore. You know what I'm saying? So the truth is that these people can't see what God is about to do, to release. They can't. That's why majority of people up there are accurately so offended. That's why many people up there are so filled with anger because they never believe that you will be whom you are today. That is why you need to understand that there are many people up there who are secretly so annoyed. There are a lot of people up there who are secretly so offended because you are too blessed and they can see it. So everything that they thought it will happen, all their mindset is, let's see how you will do it. Let's see how you will succeed. Because they can't see the glory. They are just seeing the storm. They are just seeing the betrayed. They are just seeing the delay. But now that the glory of God have already stepped in, majority of people around you are so filled with sadness. Majority of people around you are so filled with pain because you are too blessed to be like them. Akagi kaiti na nanudo ekwena kajamo metanya ka hey akagi kaiti na nanudo ekwena kajamo metumaka. If you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. Congratulate the Lord. Today is my best day. You know what I'm saying? We just give a bouncing baby girl in my family. It's something that is so amazing. We are celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? So it's something so unique. That is why I decided to do it today. You know what I'm saying? So you need to understand that they can't see what you see. They never know He will favor you this way. They never know God will do it this way. They never know He will favor us this way. He will do it this way. Oh, glory be to God. They never know God will do it this way. They never believe God will do it this way. Yeah, they never know God will do it this way. God will do it this way. Oh, glory be to God. You know what I'm saying? God just give us a bouncing baby girl in our family. She is highly welcome. Hey God. Joy everywhere. Happiness everywhere. I was just like overthinking in the morning. But the moment I hear the news, hey God, it's because something so marvelous. Trust me. It is something to keep remembering. Something that I will put in my memory. That God have done something great today. They have been doing before, but today is so great. Oh, thank you very much. You need to understand that these people are watching. They never believe that there is something that is under the storm. They were not able to figure it out. That's why you need to understand using words. If peradventure majority of people were able to figure out the purpose of God in your life, they will have not made the mistake of hating you. They will have not made the mistake of rejecting you. They will have not made the mistake of concluding you. So you need to understand that the majority of people today are actually so shocked because they can't believe you do it. They can't believe you succeed. They can't believe that you are doing what you are doing again. Because trust me, it is something that is obviously frustrating a lot of people. Because God is making a way where there is no way in your life. Because God is catapulting you when they thought you will go down. The expectations of your enemy was never to see you succeed. They were thinking, let's see how you will do it. The expectation to see how you will succeed, how you will make it, but God truly disappointed them. God decided to let them know that He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the beginning and the end. So it is something that is shocking a lot of people, because out of nothing you end up becoming somebody. Hey. Akawakaya, Akajiova Nemema, hey, Orebubeya, Kaina Gori, Nagoya, Isidikendo, Kaina Titi Atata, Akawakaya, Akajiova Nemema, hey, Onwe Onyamburibuzo, hey, Onwe Onyamburibuzo. Hey, onwero yemburi buzo nobara waturu. Delo le di tremble. Jehovah renele de tremble. Hey, o mema renele di tremble. Messiah renele de tremble. So I'm here to tell you, brothers, I don't know what you have been going through. I don't know. That's why I always tell people, have patience. It does not matter how many years or how many months or what you have been going through. Just have patience. God has something ahead of anything you are going through. God has something. I can remember the pain. I can remember the difficulties. But today we are celebrating. I can remember all, but today we are celebrating. It is something that is so much. That is why you need to understand, no matter what you are going through, never you think that is just the end. Because sometimes the enemy will try to pollute your mind in order for you not to be focused, so that you will keep thinking about the negative stuff instead of focusing on the positive. Because most of these haters, most of these agendas, most of these people who carry this negative energy, they are so angry and so devastated because they can't just figure out why you are too blessed. And everything about you annoy them. Sometimes when devil is so depressed, when devil is so frustrated about you, they will start to make sure they cost you or lead you to that point where you will start to focus only on the negative stuff. But let them know that you are no longer based in that side. You are focusing on the positive. Because the Bible says, as man thinketh, so he is. So some people will want you to focus on what you have gone through, the difficulties, the delay. Some people will want you to focus only in the past, not in the future. Some people don't want you to understand the fact that there is something amazing ahead of you. So you need to understand as a choosing that you are indeed so blessed. God is doing something marvelous. So you don't need to focus on these haters because they don't have what it takes to understand where God is leading you to. They don't have what it takes to understand where God is automatically catapulting you to. If you are new, please don't forget to do or to subscribe. So you need to understand the fact that they are only seeing the storm, but they can't see the glory. They can't, because they lack what it takes to see what you are seeing. They lack it. These people accurately lack what it takes to see what you are seeing. They absolutely lack what it takes to see what you are absolutely seeing. So that is why you should not blame them. That is why you should not be annoyed with them. That is why you should not be mad at them, because they don't know what they are. Many of them don't even know what they are doing. You get what I'm saying? So you don't need to blame these haters. You just need to keep focusing. Because some people who tell you that, let's see how you will make it, it's because of the fact that they are not making it like you. Some people who tell you that, let's see how you will succeed, it's because of the fact that they are not succeeding like you. You need to understand the fact that some people who are failures will never allow you to do it, to understand or to figure out how blessed you are, because they can't be you. They can't. They can't do the way you do. They can't succeed the way you are succeeding. They can't figure out how come you are too blessed. They cannot just figure out why it looks like everything about you is so unique. So that is why you need to be patient with God. Today now, my family everywhere, joy, because of the bouncing baby girl we have today. It's something so amazing. But we have been praying for this for too long. Trust me. We have been praying and waiting for moments like this. But God in His divine way do it. That is to tell you, that is to let you know that no matter what you are going through up there, no matter what you are passing through, no matter the circumstances around you, no matter the circle around you, there will always be the end. The light will surely show forth. So that is how you need to understand that nobody have what power to do or to say or unsay in your life except God. Let those who are making noise, let them make noise. So at the end, we will know who make the right decision. whether to choose what positive or to choose negative. So that is why you don't need to do what? You don't need to be upset with this what? With these haters. That is why you don't need to be upset with this what? With this negative what people. Because many of them are accurately so blind. Majority of them are absolutely so blind. So you need to understand that these people don't have what it takes to see what you see. They can't. That is why sometimes even when you are doing well, some people will make you feel like you are not doing well because they can't see it. They can't. That is why Apostle Paul said in his word, he said, I have run my race, I have finished the battle, I am waiting for the reward. Not everyone will be able to see how unique Apostle Paul is. Not everyone. There are people who are just there, but all that they are seeing is just what? Is just the storm. All that they are seeing is just the hatred. All that they are seeing is just the betrayed. Because they can't see what you are seeing. So you are too blessed. You are too blessed. And there are many people who are wishing to be like you. But they will never tell you. They will never let you know that they are secretly praying, earnestly expecting just to be like you. So it is something that is so unique for you to know that there are a lot of people who are secretly dreaming every day just to do the way you do. There are a lot of people today who are secretly dreaming to be like you. There are a lot of people today who are secretly dreaming to be in your shoe. Nanigi yo, nanigi buchimo. Baba you buchime, daddy you buchimo. Ese bini gwe you buchima. Baba you buchimo. Okanka bini gwe you buchime. You buchimo. Omema na reke ne dima. Omema. Nareke na omema, nareke ne dima omema, nareke na omema, nareke ne dima Jesu Christi nareke na omema, nareke ne dima omema, nareke na chanyi dima ezia chanyi marama baba chanyi jebube ediruku nezia chanyi dima ezia. They thought we can't make it. Chanyi marama. They thought we will never make it. Oh chanyi jebube ediruku nezia baba chimo dima ezia Jesu marama baba orisha binigwe idiebube itiruku nezia. Hey, there is no one up there like God. When they thought we are not going to become nothing, God decided to roll the stone away. Oh, where onye yiri ya, oh, where onye yiri Chineke nke n'igwe, oh, where onye ga-eji ya tụzọbụ ya yiri ya, oh, where onye yiri ya, oh, where onye yiri ya, oh, where onye yiri Chineke nke n'igwe. Onwe onye njeje ogwe ya tụzọbụ ya yiri ya n'elu ụwa. Onwe onye yiri ya n'ime ala mmụọ. Onwe onye yiri ya n'ime ejije. Onwe onye yiri Chineke nke n'igwe. onwe onye njeje onwe ya kuzọbụ ya yiri. There is no one up there like God. There is no one up there to compare with God. There is no one up there that can stand the way the Lord. So you need to understand the Father. God is God. God is the Omega. So God have a covenant with you that people cannot see. The Bible said, God said to Ezekiel, he said, before you were born, I formed you. It's a covenant. So God have a covenant that majority of people cannot see. They are just seeing the outward, but they can't see the inward. That is why they rejected what David. They said David was not selected to be a warrior. To fight what Goliath. Because many people, King Saul and others, were not able to know or to figure out what God is saying. They were not able to figure out the kind of grace David carried. They were not able to understand the kind of anointing that is upon what David. They were not able. That is why you need to understand that many people cannot understand the purpose of God in your life. Many people cannot understand where God is taking you to. Let them keep doing what they are doing. Let them keep saying all they are saying. Keep focusing, because one day they will let you know. They will still be the one that will come back to you and tell you, we trust you. We know whom you are. We know that God is going to do what He has. We love you. They are going to say so. So you need to understand the fact that some people don't know what God owned for you. They don't have eyes to see it. They are just blind. So you need to understand that these people cannot see absolutely what you are seeing. They can't. They cannot just, understand the reason why you are too blessed, the reason why you are too unique, the reason why everything about you is too special. So you have to understand that they don't know. They don't. In time to come, majority of people are going to do what? Are going to regret why they did what they have done. Majority of people are going to regret why they counted you out. Majority of people are going to regret heavily why they make you look like nothing good will come from you. They will. So that is why you don't need to quit. You don't need to focus on these people, because they cannot just understand the mission of God in your life. Because what they are seeing as a storm is what God is seeing as a blessing. This is something that you need to understand. That what majority of people are seeing as a storm, what majority are seeing as a barrier, what majority of people are seeing as a delay, what majority of people are seeing as as a disappointment, is what God is accurately seeing as a breakthrough. Hey God, this is something many of us need to understand. God is too deep to understand. What majority of people call delay is what God see as a breakthrough. Haman see the life of Esther as something that he will destroy. He will be able to damage. But God see it as a means of revival. God see the storm around Esther and his brethren as something that is going to use to elevate them. He see the work of Haman against them as a means of them receiving what transformation. So that is why you need to understand the fact that majority of people today, they are going to cry why they do it, why they treated you, why they misunderstand, why they misunderstood you. They are going to regret why they did all that they have done. There may not be the rain, there may not be the wind, but the valley is going to be filled with water. You need to understand that there may not be the rain in your life, there may not be the wind in your life, but the valley is going to do it. It's going to filled with water. You can see, so the valley is truly going to do it, filled with water. So majority of people up there cannot see absolutely what God have automatically made for you. They cannot understand where God is absolutely taking you to. So it is something that you need to know. It is something that you need to put in, because many people cannot see the blessing that is about to take place. Majority of people up there cannot see what God is about to do in your life, what God is about to do to establish. So that is why you should not do it. You should not focus on them. Because some people who have failed in life, some people who are failures, some people who have automatically know that they are not doing well, they will make you feel like you are one of them. But they do it by rebuke them. Rebuke them. Some people will make you feel like you are not going to go far, you are not going to rebuke them. Rebuke them. There are people you need to rebuke. There are people who you need to say, no, I bound you. There are some people whom you need to ignore. Let them keep saying, your success will be a revenge. Let them keep plotting. Your success will be the revenge. For the earnest and expectations of the sons of God can never be cut short. So no matter what these haters are doing, your earnest and expectation as a choosing can never be cut short. No matter what they are plotting, no matter the betray, no matter all that they may be doing behind you, the earnest and expectations of God will never be cut short in your life. They can't stop you from progressing. They can't stop you from succeeding. They can't stop you from manifesting. So this is why you need to understand the fact that majority of people up there will accurately hate you. Majority of people around you will always hate you because of the fact that you refuse to fit in with them. You refuse to do the stuff they do. You refuse to associate the way they associate. You refuse to do the things they do. And that is why you need to understand the fact that there will always be mad, there will always be annoyed, because you are too favored to fit in. You are too blessed to fit in with them. You are too anointed to fit in with them. And that drives a lot of people up there crazy. That makes life become more so difficult for them. Because when they see you and they remember all that they have been using to mock you, my brother, nobody will ever let them know that this is the time for them to receive their paycheck. Because your breakthrough is what punishes them the most. That is why I always tell us, never you revenge. Never you take a time or you decide to waste your time in trying to revenge. Let your doing revenge. Let your breakthrough revenge. Let your success speak. Because many people cannot see what you are seeing. Many people cannot understand the mission of God in your life. Because it is the will of God you prosper. It is the will of God you succeed. It is the will of God you excel. But these haters cannot see that. They can't, because they are 24 hours with blind. So majority of people up there are absolutely so blind that they can't see accurately what you see. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy K Samson. So majority of people up there cannot see, because you are absolutely too blessed to be recognized. Even in that storm, even in that delay, even in that obstacle, even in that rejection, they know accurately that you are too blessed. They know absolutely that you are too favored. They know mightily that you have the favor of God in your life. They know accurately that you carry the powers of God in your life. And that drives many crazy. You need to understand the fact that there are many people out there who are accurately or so frustrated because you are too blessed to fit in with them. Because many of them have already have that mindset. Say, let's see how you will do it. Let's see how you will succeed. Let's see how you will go. Let's see how you will become somebody without us. But it's really shocking them because you are not becoming like them. You are already better than them. You are not becoming like them. You are 100 more better than them. And that is why they are so depressed, because they never expect you to do more than them. They never expect you to succeed more than them. They never accept, thought that you will do more than them. So that is why majority of people up there are secretly so sick, because you are too blessed to fit in with them. You are too blessed to fit in with them, and that drives many insane. That is why majority of people around you are losing it. Trust me. That is why everything about you upset many. That is why everything about you annoy them. Because when they look at your life, when they look at how blessed you are, when they look at how favored you are, they become so depressed. They become so frustrated. They become so angry because you are too blessed. You know what I'm saying? So God is doing what He have already promised us to do. Don't be so annoyed. Don't go to that point where you start to feel bad because of what is happening around you. Don't come to that point where you will start to feel like, how will I succeed? How will I cope? Because God is automatically opening doors. The things of God is not something that they rushed. God is not God that do in a fast way, that He will bless you today and tomorrow the blessing will no longer be there. That you need to understand that the blessings of God get riches and added with no sorrow. That is why you need to understand that the blessings of God make it with riches and added with no sorrow. So it is the will of God you prosper. It is the will of God you do well. But your enemy cannot see that the will of God is that you do well, is that you prosper, is that you excel. Because they can't see what you see. Because they can't do it. They can't figure out where God is taking you to. Because they can't just understand the kind of blessing you carry. Because they can't just understand the reason why you are too favored. They can't just understand the reason why you are doing so marvelous. They can't just understand the reason why you are too great, you are too anointed, that the grace of God in your life don't deserve to fit in with them. Because let me tell you, when you can't fit in with these people, that is when they will start to label you evil. When they can manipulate you, convince you, you will start to hear something like, it's not good enough. You know, it's not funny. When people cannot manipulate you, they can't use you. The next thing you will start to hear from the man, you know, we don't even like him. It's not good enough. We don't love him. He's not going to do like us because you refuse to fit in with them. So those are the people. We don't even like you like that. Can't you know that we are just pretending? But they are tired of the fact that you refuse to fit in with them. You refuse to do the way they do. You refuse to act the way they act. You refuse to go where they go. You refuse to do the stuff they do. And that's why many of them will end up labeling you all kinds of names, because you have already made up your mind not to fit in with them. You have already made up your mind not to associate with them. You have already made up your mind to follow the Lord your God, not to follow their own ways. And that's why majority of people up there are accurately so offended, because you decide not to fit in with them, because you not fitting in with them expose their true color. That means you see them as someone that is carrying what ugly, as someone that looks so ugly. Because when you can't fit in with them, that means there's something that is wrong with them. they know it. You know, like some of my friends do. You do used to tell me, why you don't want to do the things we do? Why you don't, like one of my friend, a Mali guy, Who do you used to tell me, if you don't do this thing, we are not going to stop you. We are not going to stop talking bad about you. I look at him. I said, there is no need to respond what. There's no need to respond what haters. There's no need to respond what garbages. Because the moment you respond them, they become so powerful. I will look at them and smile because I am too anointed. Not that I am proud, but God's grace is too great that we can't fit in with them. We can't fit in. And when they can't control you, when they can't manipulate you, you start to hear that you are arrogant, you are not good, your friends are better than you. like those when I was in school, some of my friends, teachers, they do used to tell me, you are not good, Samson. We don't even like you. We don't even want you. Can't you don't know that your friends are better than you? Your friends are more better than you. You look like this, you look like that. I will look at him and I will look at someone that is telling me that I'm not good enough. I will look at it from the head to toe. They look like the master, the devil. You know what I'm saying? So when people cannot destroy you, because some people cannot frustrate you, that is when they'll start to label you all kinds of names. Because they are tired of the fact that they don't have what it takes to manipulate you. They don't have what it takes to convince you. They don't have what it takes to make you look like stupid like them. Because majority of people thought you are not smart. Majority of people thought mindset is like you are not smart, you are not wise like them. So with this, let's just start to do it. Make sure we come into his life and mess everything up. Oh, good morning. Wow, by this time it's already what to 4 here. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. Getting to 5 now. That is so amazing. Where are you from? You know what I'm saying? So when some people cannot manipulate you, use you, you start to hear something like you are not good enough. But the truth is that you are too good. And they don't have what it takes to keep you. They don't have what it takes to keep you. And many of them don't even look like, they don't even have that how would I say it? A little photocopy. They don't their own photocopy cannot even be like you. You know what I'm saying? So everything about you as a choosing drives many crazy. It drives them crazy. Wow, that is so great. You can say, so it drives a lot of people crazy because they cannot just figure out why everything about you is so special. Because you decide not to fit in with them. Because they don't know where God is taking you to. That is what happened in the book of Exodus. The Bible said the children of God were so worried. The Israelites were so worried. And they said to Moses, is it not better we go back to our normal place? Is it not better we go back to where we are going to? Even when they have already been near the promised land, they will still complain because they have no idea what God has ahead of them. They have no idea. But David truly do. Moses truly do. So that is why you need to understand that majority of people don't know what God has for you. They don't know the purpose of God in your life. They don't know what God have already packaged for you. So many of them will make you feel like nothing good is ahead of you because they know that they themselves have already used their own hand to destroy their own doing. Because majority of people up there have already used their own hand, either because of envy, because of envy, jealousy. They have used it to destroy their own. So as long as you decide not to fit in with them, you decide not to associate with them, it will always make them hate you so much. So you standing out among them, it makes them feel so sad. You standing out among them make them look so stupid, because some people will try to make you fit in with them, so that they can say we are best of all the same feather. But just because of the Father, you are too favored, you are too blessed. Just because of the Father, the grace of God in your life is bigger than disgrace. The grace of God in your life is bigger than manipulation. The grace of God in your life is too big that they can't manipulate nor use. You got to understand that many of them will start to do what? Hate you. Netherlands, oh, that is great. You gotta say, so you have to understand that majority of people today, they are filled with anger because you decide not to fit in with them, because they don't know what God accurately prepared for you. They don't know the kind of table that God has set for you. Because let me tell you, majority of people don't have table, not talk less of having instrument to present on the table. God, that's why you as a Jew, you need to understand that God is what is accurately working marvelously in your life. That is why you need to understand that you are too blessed. Because many people who are envying you today, majority of people who are so jealous of you, either your brother, your sisters, your nephews, your cousins, your aunties, your siblings, or your neighbors, majority of them who are jealous of you, they are jealous of the fact that you have table by the grace of God, and God still give you something to present in it or to keep. That is why you need to understand that many people today are wondering because there is no table that is prepared for them. And when they look at your life, they see the kind of marvelous or table that God have already kept for your own sake. That is why you need to understand that you winning, you succeeding, you excelling, progressing without these garbages, it drives them crazy. It makes life unconducive for them. As long as you are the light that shineth in darkness, that darkness cannot comprehend. My brother, many people will always hate you. Majority of people will always be mad, always because of what they are seeing. So if you are new, please don't forget to do it, to subscribe. And if you feel like supporting, the link is always below. You guys say, so everything about you as a choosing devastate these people. Everything around you choosing ones, it makes them feel so sad. It makes people look so stupid because you are too blessed. You are too blessed. And that is why many people up there are absolutely so anointed. That's why majority of people up there are so filled with anger, because you are too blessed to fit in with them. You are too blessed to do the way they do. You are too blessed to go the way they go. Because when you can't do what they do, you can't eat the way they eat, you don't go the way they go, you don't associate with them, you don't smile with them, you don't do the negative things they do, you will come to understand that they will always end up seeing you as the trouble. They will always end up seeing you as the problem, because you refuse not to fit in. You decide to be alone. You decide to do you. So as long as you are doing you, many people will always hate you because they can't do them. As long as you are being you, majority of people up there will always hate you because they can't be themselves and they can't do what you do. So you need to understand that the reason why majority of people around you are hating you, all is because of the glory you carry. All is because of the grace you carry. All is because of the power you carry. All is because of the authority you have. It is your doing that is annoying with many. It is your doing that is making life unconducive for many, because you are too blessed. And these people can see it choosing. Trust me, these people can feel it. They are secretly there, but they can see the kind of blessings around you. They are secretly there, but they can see how faithful and unique you are. Because all that concern you is blessed. All that concern you is favored. So the glory of God in your life, the blessings of God in your life make a lot of people feel so sad. The glory of God upon your life make a lot of people become so devastated, because when they look at your life, when they look at your life, when they look at where you have been coming from, when they look at the situation around them, they become so devastated, because the grace of God in your life is too much that they can't withstand. Nelumo Chineke, Nenumo Goziamo, Nenumo Chineke, Nenumo Goziamo, Yeburibuzo, Onyeburibuzo, Jesus Onyeburibuzo, Obara Mwaturo. They never believe we will do it, but God decided to let them know. They never believe we will accept, but God decided to disappoint them. They never believe that something good will come out of us, but God decided to let them know that He formed us and He made us. So you need to understand that they are counting your blessing. Majority of people who counted you out today, they are regretting why they counted you out. Majority of people who counted you out for so long, many of them are so depressed because they are not tired of watching you. Trust me, these people are absolutely so tired of watching blessings in your life. They are tired of watching you, seeing how fruitful you are becoming every day. They are tired of the way God is doing things in your life. They are tired of the fact that you are progressing as never before. They are tired of the fact that the blessings of God is raining like a water in your life. That is why many of us, sometimes when you are too blessed, you may not be able to recognize it. Hey God, because there are a lot of people who are waiting for you to do or to go down. When you are too favored, sometimes you won't be able to recognize it. Hey, because there are people who are thinking by now something dangerous will take place. Sometimes when you are too blessed, you will just be thinking that, am I sure that I'm blessed? Because you may not be confusion. The blessing will be like a confusion because it's too great. When you look at your head, when you look at your body, when you look at your business, when you look at your family, you see the glory of God. So you need to understand the fact that majority of people up there are losing it inside because they know how blessed you are. They know how blessed you are. That is why you need to understand that your enemy know you even when more than you know yourself. Because they are stalkers. That is why King Saul was so mad because he have already figured out, David is about to take my place. If he discover it, nobody is about to take my place. How come David, this guy is about to take my place? He's about to overthrow me. Hey, akawakaya akajiova nemema. Hey, orebume yakaina gori na bora. Isidike domo kaina didi yatata. Hey, akawakaya akajiova nemema owero yemborebuzo. Hey. Oh, well, oh, yeah, Buribuzo. Hey, oh, well, oh, yeah, Buribuzo. Novara, Matsuru. You gotta say, so if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. You gotta say, we are heading to what? 14,000. So you need to understand that there are a lot of people who were earnestly waiting that by this time, something will go wrong. By this time, they will hear bad news from you. By this time, they will hear that something is going wrong. By this time, they will hear that something is becoming more difficult around you. But God disappointed them. God of ages, you have done marvelous thing for us. Hey, we are winner, man. We are winner, man. You have done marvelous for us. Hey, Kabiyosio, you have done marvelous for us. We are winner, man. We are winner, man. You have done marvelous for us. Hey, when they thought we are going down, you lift this off. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of people who are thinking that you are going down, but God let them know that it's not yet done with us. It's not yet done with us. It is marvelous, yeah. Hey, God is marvelous, yeah. Hey, God is marvelous, yeah. Redeemer is marvelous, yeah. Oh, my marvelous, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Redeemer marvelous, yeah. Hey, God is marvelous, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. Ah, God is marvelous, yeah. He is marvelous, yeah. God is marvelous, yeah. Because trust me, they are not everyone earnestly believe that we will be what we will be doing well today. That is why you need to understand that not all that thought that you will be alive today, but God truly do. Not everyone are earnestly believing that by this time they will still be hearing good news from you. There are people who are earnestly believing, who were earnestly filled with hope that by this time you will be stranded. There are a lot of people who earnestly believe that by this time they will surely be able to hear that something is going wrong within. But God in his own marvelous way disappointed. God in his own marvelous way disappointed the devices. That's why the Bible says he disappointed the devices of the crafties so that the ends will not carry out their enterprise. So it is something that is hurting a lot of people, because all that they thought will break you is not something that God is using to liberate you, because they have no idea where God is taking you to. Because they have no idea where God is leading you to. All that they see is just the storm. Now that majority of people are seeing the glory, they are sad. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of people who have mocked you secretly. There are a lot of people who have made mockery of you secretly. But right now that God have already appeared, right now that God have already declared, it is a season for us to manifest. It is a season for us to smile. It is a season for us to do well. It is a season for us to do anything that we touch will prosper. Now, majority of them are so sad because from their smiling, they end up become sad. They were happy, now they are sad. Now their hope is gone. They are sad because God decided to let them know that he is not yet done with us, because he have a contract with us. It's not yet done, because I have a contract with my God. Hey, he will never abandon me until I finish my contract. Oh, in my life, I'm a divine project choosing. We are not a be abandoned. We are a divine project. We can never be abandoned. I don't know what you are going through right there. I don't know the circumstances around you. Join me and sing this song. We are a divine project. We are not a be abandoned. Hey, we are a divine project. We can never be abandoned. We have a contract with our God. He will never abandon us until we finish our contract. Oh, Ima, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were not abandoned. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were not abandoned. Our case will never be different. We can never be abandoned until we finish our contract. Oh, Ima, like we are a divine project. We are not a be abandoned. We are a divine project. We can never be abandoned. We have a contract with our God. He will never abandon us until we finish our contract. Oh, Ima, like we are a divine project. We are not a be abandoned. We are a divine project. We can never be abandoned. We have a contract with our God. He will never abandon us until we finish our contract. Oh, in our life. You know what I'm saying? So God will never abandon us. God will never disappoint us. No matter how many people out there that betrayed us, we are not yet done. And God is not yet done with us. We can never be abandoned, Because our will, our purpose, our aim, and the will of God is that we prosper. It does not matter what the enemies are saying, because they have no idea where God is taking us to. They are just seeing only the storm, and they are not able to see the glory. They can't see the glory. They can't, because they are too blind. They can't see the glory because they are too dumb. So you need to understand the fact that these people cannot see what you see. They can't understand what you do, what you can understand. Because we know the thought Messiah, omnipotent, has for us. We know the thought God has for us is contrary to their own thought. It's contrary. And many of them are so offended because we are too unique. Many of them are so offended because we are too great to fit in. Thank you very much for for supporting. Thank you very much. Majority of people up there are so annoyed because we are too blessed to fit in with them. That is why you need to understand that nobody hates you because of they just want to hate you. Nobody hates you without a reason. They just hate you because they can't be you. They just hate you because they can't change the will of God in your life. Some people just hate you because they cannot just tell the reason why they are not able to be you. Some people just hate you because they cannot just get the reason why everything about you, everything that concerns you, everything within you is totally so different. That is why you need to understand that you are accurately too blessed. And these people can feel the blessing. They can see it. You can say, so you are too blessed to fit in with them. You are too blessed. The grace of God don't deserve with ugly. The grace of God can't fit in with ugly. Trust me. And this is why majority of people out there are accurately so annoyed. Because you carry spirit of God that piss them off, that irritate them. That's why sometimes when you come around some people, you got to understand that majority of them will start to behave unnormal. If you have not watched that video, I posted it in the morning, that some people will start to act in an unbelievable way. Some people will start to act in a type of way that you will just be wondering, why are they behaving like this? Because the spirit of God in you is something that they can't do to resist. They can't withstand. Think about it. This is the sun that is now shining. No matter how heavy the darkness can be, it can never overshadow the light. So no matter how many there are that hate you, they can't be able to lead you to that point where they destroy, or where they distract you, or where they make God not to bless you, or where they convince God. Because the light shineth and darkness cannot comprehend it. Darkness cannot destroy it. So you need to understand that the Bible said also in the book of Deuteronomy 28, he said that our going out and our coming in are blessed. And not everybody will understand where you are going. Not everybody will understand when you are coming. So they can't understand what the kind of blessing that is about to take place. Hey, God. They can't, because they are too blind to see what you see. They are too blind, because the glory of God shineth and the darkness cannot comprehend it. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. They just hate you only because of the fact that you refuse to fit in with them. You refuse to do the way they do. Because there are many people who want you to dress the way they're dressed. There are many people who want you to do the stuff they do. There are many people who want you to act the way they act. There are many people who want you to behave the way they behave. There are many people who want you to go where they go, associate with people who they associate with, so that they can be able to destroy that uniqueness. Because they know that when you start to do what they do, you talk the way they talk, you act the way they act, you move the way they move, you go the places they go, and when they are able to destroy that uniqueness that make you different, they will be the one that will end up telling you, how come you end up like this? That's why I'm telling you, You need to stand up no matter where you go, no matter where you are. My friend used to tell me, sometimes many of them used to tell me, something, here is Italy. You don't need to behave the way you behave in Africa. We know that you are a Christian, but you need to understand the fact that wherever you go, you do what they do, you act the way they act, so that they will help you. I look at them, I said, I don't help them, I don't need their help. I don't need them, because the help of God is what is enough. It's enough. The grace of God is enough. The anointing of God is enough. I cannot just destroy the uniqueness of God in my life because I want to make people happy. Because there are people who want you to do what they do because they want you to destroy that uniqueness in you, so that they can be able to force you to fit in with them. But my brother, you need to understand the fact that there are a lot of people who are jealous of the fact that they lack what you have. But they will never be able to tell you how favored you are. They won't, because they are jealous of all that they are seeing around you. This enemy hates the fact that you are so productive and you refuse to be like them. They hate it. You get what I'm saying? So you need to understand the fact that choosing words, you are too blessed. And these people can feel it. They are stalkers, they are haters, and they will never be happy to see you happy. They will never be happy to see you excel more than them. That is why they will always try to make sure they cause asunder that will lead you to that point where you will start to do what they do. But refuse to be like them, bro. Refuse to be like them. Whether in your church, whether in anywhere, no matter who they are, don't try to fit in with them. Because you don't know what you carry. Many of us don't know the kind of grace we carry. That many people are out there wondering, how come he's still carrying that grace? How come what we lost, he still keep it? How come what we are not able to keep, he is able to keep it? How come what the things that we are not able to maintain, he is not able to maintain it? Because let me tell you, majority of people around you are absolutely so shocked because where they failed, you succeed. Majority of people around you will not tell you that they are wondering how come you are still in faith. Because many people are secretly watching you, waiting for you to give up. Majority of people are watching you, waiting for you to do what? To give up. They are just secretly waiting the day the gift of God will leave you. That is why many of them were tried by all means, because they have lost it. That is why the Bible makes us to understand in the New Testament that some fell on the ground, some fell on the concrete like this, some fell on top of a root and withered. So you need to understand that many people today, majority of people around you have already lost the gift of God. And they know what it takes. They know the benefit of having that gift. Hey God, they know it. And they know that there's something that is good in having that gift of God. Because the gift of God makes the way where there's no way. The Bible says your gift will take you to place. Will take you to places. That means there are people who are jealous of you. That some places, some blessings, some certain things that you have around you, many of them accurately know that sometimes we don't deserve the blessing we have around us. Sometimes we don't deserve it. Just because of the grace of God in our life, just because of the anointing of God in our life, just because of the fact that God has already made a way for us, just because of the fact that God has already declared that we will succeed no matter the storm, no matter the delay, no matter the between. That is why we are who we are. Because when they thought or when they think we are going down, God keep making it what? Us lifting up. When they thought things will do what? We become worse, God decide to roll the stone again. So that is why you need to understand, majority of people today are so tired because you are not yet what destroyed. You are not yet what terminated. You are not yet frustrated as they expected. You are not yet what stranded as they want. And that's why many people today are so filled with anger. So if you are new, don't forget to do or to hit the like and subscribe and help me to share it. You got what I'm saying? It is not the will of your enemy to see you prosper. It is not the will of your enemy to see you do well. But it is the will of God that you prosper wherever you go. It is the expectations of God that you make it, you do well. And many people up there are accurately so filled with pain because you keep doing what they never expect you to do. You keep succeeding where they thought you will fail. You keep winning where they thought you will fail. And that is why many people up there are accurately so filled with humiliation. Because God refused to take permission from them before he blessed you. Because let me tell you, there are people who thought, let's plot evil against him and let's see how he will be able to escape it. Let's plot evil against him. Let's see how he'll be able to succeed. Let's plot evil against him. Let's see how he'll be able to conquer. Let's plot evil against him. Let's see how he'll be able to expand. Let's plot evil against him. Let's see how he'll be able to do it, to make it. But today, God decided to disappoint them. God decided to humiliate them. God decided to let them know that he formed you, he made you. So many people out there are absolutely so annoyed because despite of all you have already passed through, despite of everything that have been happening in your life, they can see the sign of blessing. They can see it. And that is why they are so wounded. That is the reason why Haman was so frustrated, because the moment he said, I'm going to kill Esther, the next thing he heard the declaration of Esther become a queen, taking the position that he had been expecting. So that is why you need to understand that majority of people are shocked because blessing upon blessing, good news upon good news, breakthrough upon breakthrough, success upon success, despite of all that they thought you will do, you will encounter, despite of all their evil expectations, but God decided to bless you. And it shocked them because God refused to take permission from them before he do what he knows in doing. He frustrated them because God decided not to allow them to be aware of where he is taking you to. And this is why majority of people up there are absolutely so filled with pain, because God refused to take permission from them before he blessed you. God refused to take permission from them before he favored you. Because let me tell you, there are many people who thought, God will not bless you because of the fact that they don't like you. God will not favor you because of the fact that they don't like you. That if God will only favor you the moment they start to like you. But what shocked them is that even in the storm, you are still blessed. Even in that difficulties, you are still doing well. Even in that betrayal, you are still doing greater than them. And they can feel it. And it is something that is wounding them. It is something that is pissing a lot of people up there, because they cannot just understand why even in the storm you are blessed. Why even in that rejection you are blessed. Even when they are talking bad about you, they can still feel the blessing that is rolling around. They can still feel the blessing that is moving within you. And that is why majority of people are so tired of you, because you are too blessed that they cannot tell the reason. That you are too favored that they cannot tell why. You know what I'm saying? So you need to understand that there are a lot of people who are so sick. All is because of the fact that you are indeed too blessed. You know what I'm saying? So if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So these people can feel it. They can understand the blessings of God flowing like the ocean. You know what I'm saying? This is where your boy is today now. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of people who are wondering, how come you are not yet destroyed? How come your blessing is still increasing? How come your glory is still increasing? How come the hand of God is still in your life, despite of all that they have done to distract you? But God is not from their village, bro. God is not from the village. Because let me tell you, there are many people who have been waiting for too long, but God decided to allow them to keep waiting. There are many people who have been waiting to hear bad news from you, but God decided to let them wait. Hey God, unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Hey, unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Unchangeable, unchangeable God, unchangeable God, you are the Lord, my God. Because let me tell you, there are people who thought God would change for the sake of the fact that they don't like us. There are a lot of people who thought God will change his mind towards us because of the fact that they dislike us. But God decided to let them know that he has chosen us and he has formed us. And he will never do what leave us, no matter what. That is why no weapon that formed against us today is ever what prospered. That is why no weapon, no spell, no enchantment they are making, that is working. Not even their hating. So it is something that is annoying a lot of people, because when they look around you, they see the glory of the Father. It is something that is annoying a lot of people up there, because when they look around you, they see the marvelous work of God. Unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Hey, unchangeable God, you are the Lord. Baba, unchangeable God. Unchangeable God, you are the Lord, my God. Oh, Mama, you are the Lord. Redeemer, you are the Lord. Unchangeable, unchangeable God. Unchangeable God, you are the Lord, my God. You get what I'm saying? So there are people who thought God will change his mind towards us. There are people who thought God will change his mindset towards us. There are people who thought God will change his ways, or God will turn his face against us. But today, they have fully come to understand that the thought of God can never be the thought of our enemy. That the expectations of God can never be their own expectation. That all that they have in their mind can never be the mind of God towards us. That is why majority of people up there are regretting why they make the mistake of hating you. That is why majority of people up there are now regretting why they make that move, why they decide to hate you whom God has blessed. It is something that is fully annoying them, because they can see the finger of God. That is what they said to Moses. After all that they did, they said to Pharaoh, this is the finger of God. So let me tell you, many people are secretly saying within themselves, this is not this guy doing. It is the work of God. It is the will of God that he is prospering. It is the will of God she is prospering. Despite of all that we have done, despite of all that we have did, no, it is not by his own strength. It is not by his own doing. It is the will of God. It is the finger of God that is not disgracing them. Because let me tell you, majority of people are accurately so offended. Because you are too blessed. God is too favored. That is why I'm telling us choosings. No matter what is happening around you, no matter what you are going through, I know the world today is becoming tough. Devil is rolling around every day, looking absolutely whom to devour. The devil is looking for whom to frustrate. The devil is looking for whom to hurt. But never you do what? Let in. Let God. Never you let them in. Let God. There are a lot of people who devil is using today to cause asunder. There are a lot of people who devil is using today to cause frustration. But never you let them come into your life. Let God. Difficult time may come. That is true. But you need to understand that you need to stand with the word. You need to stand with the word of God. The Bible said the word of God is sharper than two-edged sword, pulling down the strongholds, casting down imagination, bringing into captivities every thought to the obedience of Christ. So you need to buckle up, bro. Sisters, you need to withstand, because time will come in our life The day you will start to do better than 99% of people around you, that is when you will discover their real color. Yes, trust me. Even sometimes people are faking to be a choosing around you. The day you will start to do better than them, the day they will realize that you are no longer whom you do used to be, the day they will realize that you're no longer that person that they do used to, know, and now they can't understand you anymore. You got to understand that that day you start to see their true color. That is why you need to keep on with the armors of God. The Bible says we should do what? We should put on the armors of God so that we will be able to stand in the evil days. Meaning that in time to come, God have already given us that vision. That truly, that in time to come, that we need to put the armor in our hand, in our heart, put on the armor of God. That in time to come, that when the blessings start to increase, when the blessings start to multiply, people will surely show their true color. That is what happened in the life of David. That is what happened in the life of Esther. That is what happened in the life of Joseph. That the moment God decides to let them know who they are, that is the moment they start to hate them. The moment the brothers of Joseph figure out the purpose of Joseph, the missions of Joseph, that is when their true colors start to show. People may not show you who they are today, because maybe you have not gone to that point where you are not doing better than them, or maybe you are doing better than them, they have not yet figured it out. But trust me, let me tell you the fat truth. The day they will discover that you are doing better than them, that day you will know the true color of them. Some people may be eating with you today, some people may be smiling with you, that is okay. But the day they will understand that you are now deciding that I don't want to be whom I do used to be, the day they will understand that you've already made up your mind to let the old go and let the new enter, that day you will start to know the truth color of them. Trust me, that day you start to see drama, you start to see movies, you start to see fame, you start to see all kinds of rainbows, you start to see all kinds of signs that they will start to show you. Some of them will start to be like, why do you want to outwork us? Why is it that you don't want to stay with us? Why is it that you don't want to do the way we are doing? Why is it that you don't want to celebrate? You don't want to do the things? Why is it that you want to refuse to do what we do? Because trust me, the day you yourself decide, you say, my uncle fell in this place, my auntie was not able to do this, my sister was not able to do this, my cousins, my siblings, none of them were able to walk, and none of them were able to perform. Like this is where they failed, and they know that they were not able to cross that line, and you decide to say no. I am a divine project. Hey, I can never be abandoned. I am a divine project. I can never be abandoned. Hey, I have a mission with my God. He will never abandon me until I finish my contract. Oh, in my life, I have a divine project. I can never be abandoned. I have a divine project. I can never be abandoned. I have a contract with my God. He will never abandon me until I finish my contract. Oh, in my life. That is the day you will start to understand whom these your friends, whom they are. Trust me. The day some people understand that you are now growing, you have already made up your mind to grow above where you do used to be. The day some people understand that maybe all of you are in 50 or 70%, and now you decide to move it to 20 or 220 or 180 or 190, you will become the topic. Because if you are not a trouble creator, you can never be a topic. When I mean a trouble, the moment you decide to say, I don't want to fit in, The moment you say, I don't want to be like you, the moment you say, no, Lord, I'm tired of being in this position, the moment you say, oh God of Ezekiel, the moment you act like Jabez, you said, the moment you decide to act like Jabez, you said, no, I don't want to end up like others. Yes, everybody were born like this, but today I decide to call the God of what? Ezekiel. I decide to call the God of what? Israel. I don't want to end up the way others end. That is the day you will understand the true color of people around you. That is the day you will come to figure out the people whom you call your own family. That is the day you will figure out the people whom you call your relative. That is the day you will figure out the true belief, the true mindset. That is the day you will see their mindset towards you, their thought towards you. That is when they will start to use you as a topic. Because you are heading to the glory. Because you can never be the top without a topic. Now that you have already decided to be at the topic, at the top, people will use you as a topic. But don't care. Don't bother. You know what I'm saying? Don't just bother. Because God who have called you, God who have given you that mindset, God who have already made you to be the top, to stay in the top, will also make you to become their topic every day. That your life will become something that they will be using every day as as something that your life will be the one that people will gather together and discussing issue about you. Because if you are not body, they will never have time to use you as a somebody. Because when people are talking bad about you, when people are saying too much about you, always because of the fact that they are seeing something that they lack. So you need to be grateful if people are talking bad about you now. You need to be appreciative if you figure out that there are people who are secretly envying you for no reason. Because you need to understand how blessed you are as a choosing. You know what I'm saying? You know, the world we are living today is something that is so dramatic that when things are tough around you, nobody will talk bad about you. When things are not working well for you, nobody will even have time to discuss your matter. When things are not working okay for you, nobody will even bother to talk or say anything concerning you. But the moment they realized that you are now working the best of you, you are now doing all you could to become great, you are now doing the best you could to become successful, you are now doing all you could to become the best of you, you got to understand that people will start to envy every single thing about you. Some people will start to become so annoyed. Some people will start to talk bad about you. All is because of the fact that you are doing well. Because the blessings of God sometimes create enemies. It makes people to hate you because many of them cannot just figure out why you are too blessed and why you refuse to fit in with them. Because there are people who want you to fail because they fail. There are people who want you to give up because they are already tired of the fact that you refuse to give up. There are many people who want you to give up because they themselves have already given up. There are many people who want you to quit. There are many people who want you to end the way they end because they cannot just figure out why your own case is totally different. They cannot just figure out why everywhere you go you are blessed. Why it looks like you are so favored that they cannot just figure out why it's difficult for them to act the way you act. So it is something that is good, that sound funny, where people whom you have been eating with, celebrating with, jubilating with, the day you start to do better than them, when they're supposed to be clapping for you, they will be doing, they will be crying for you. Meaning that they will become so sad, they will become off because you are doing what they can't. And this is the world we are today. I have seen it in different occasions. I have seen it in different ways. There was a time that one of my friends tell me a word. You know, that would be last 2 years, I'll be last 3 years. We were just driving to our working place. So this my friend just walked, as we are just driving, he said, why will our master be bringing new people to our work? Why will our master be doing this? He's taking their own people to work. He's taking them too much. It's not good. I look at him. I said, why will you be jealous? All of us are looking for ways to survive. Why will you be angry? Because someone is now trying by all means to become something good for himself. Someone is trying by all means to work hard to become great. They are not stealing. They are not just getting the money that word freely. They are working for it. And not that our work is the kind of work that you can do and you said the work is finished. Because it's from the what? It's just from January to December. And even in that December, we have it excess that you will be the one that will be so tired. I look at him, I say, this is wickedness in others. You are not the what? You are not the owner of the work. And now you are jealous. How do you think that God will make you one day become a master? It's not what funny. Because we have a lot of them. One day, one of my friends tell me a word. He said, do you know that this month, many people work a lot. Our master will pay a lot of money. I look at him, I said, within myself, you are selfish. This is what? Selfishness. You are not the one that is going to pay the money. And even the master is even complaining that we did not work because many people did not come this, a year, month to month. They did not come from January to what? Maybe from the 1st to the 31st. And now you are the one complaining that the master is going to pay a lot of money. What is your own problem? Because you are jealous of the fact that many people are going to earn what? Money. Selfish what? Selfish interest. So that is why you need to understand that there are a lot of people who smile with you, but they are jealous with you. And these people that I'm saying, they will still reach job and be smiling with you, laughing with you. I'll just look them and say, this is stupidity. And when you look at them, when you see them, you will know that they are ignorant. They are stupid and ignorant. So that is why we need to be careful. The kind of people we mingle with. Because the day you start to do better than them, many of them will start to show you drama that you never in your life expect. They may be smiling with you, laughing with you, but in their mind, they don't have good interest towards you. No, that is why I posted a lot, not whether 3 times I made that video, that your co-workers are not your friends. Trust me. Even sometimes your roommate, many of them are not your friends. Because the moment they discover that you are doing what they can't do, you got to understand that you become their enemy, even without you being aware. That is why we need to be vigilant. We need to be vigilant 24 hours. We need to listen and speak less. Because some people are smiling with you, but deep inside them, they have sword and javelin waiting to strike you. Trust me. But I know that the Redeemer liveth. He will always expose this wickedness. He will always expose their wickedness. No matter how long it takes, he will always expose what their wickedness. So that is why we need to be careful. You gotta say, so if you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Please kindly subscribe. We need to be careful. Even around our own brothers, our own sisters. I'm not telling you to hate nobody, bro. I don't preach what? Religion. I don't talk about religion. We don't need to hate them, but we need to be wise and be smart as a serpent. The world we are living today, you can see a lot of people that just die for no sake. You can see a lot of people that they just take their life, all is because of envy. Maybe by now, Tupac will have been alive. Trust me, if peradventure he used wisdom within his friends, maybe a lot of celebrities will have been alive by now. because you may not know who is envying you. Sometimes, my dad used to tell me a word. He said, when you are sitting with people that you are not feel comfortable with, you do what? While you are sitting, you near the wall. You don't near any other opposite. Like this now, there is still here. You near it so that they will not have chance to come what behind you. So that when they are coming in front of you, you will know who is coming. Trust me. You will know absolutely who is coming. Because some people may be eating with you, smiling with you, will like you, will do this, but you have no idea what they have in their mind. You have no idea. The Bible said the heart of men are so desperate. They may like you right now. They may love everything about you. Everything within you may be so nice to them. But the moment they figure out that something is becoming marvelous in your life, that you are no longer that person that they do used to laugh with, you are no longer that person that they do used to celebrate with, you are no longer that person that they do used to chill with, you got to understand that they are not going to like you the way they like you. They will just be pretending, and many of them will not want you to stay in that position forever. Trust me. It may sound like I'm saying something that is bad, but that is just the far truth. I'm not going to lie you. We have to use wisdom to do it, to overcome these haters. We have to use wisdom to work with them. Trust me. I have one of my friends who was discussing in his room one day, as I was just passing along the corridor. He was telling some of his friends, if Samson agreed to do this, if Samson agreed to date this lady, we will do him that thing. And at the same time, he still come back to me and be smiling with me. I was just like, this guy don't know that I heard everything. Look at selfishness. You are now plotting evil against me, and you will still come back to me and be smiling with me. Do you think that I'm stupid? Because the world we are living today, we have to protect ourselves. We have to protect our souls and spirit. We have to protect our life by all costs. This may sound somehow, but that is just the far truth. Not that people are smiling with you, meaning truly mean they are with you. Not that people are eating with you, truly mean they are with you. There are people who are unhappy, all is because of the fact that the grace of God is secretly disgracing them. Trust me, there are a lot of people today who are so filled with sadness. All is because of the fact that you disgrace them by increasing yourself. You disgrace them by not being them. And many of them are not happy. Even your own brothers, even your own relatives, trust me. Many of them are feeling so sad because you decide to outwork them. You refuse to end up the way they ended. That is why we need to guide everything about us. When I traveled to Africa, there's something that happened that I was so shocked. That the same person that I trust the most, that they were telling me, this person is so good, is so nice. I bought something for them, do all sorts of things. But just because of the fact that I'm that kind of person that I don't trust people so fast like that, I will first of all, the moment they tell me you are good, I will first of all try to test you to know who you are. So I test the person, and later I figure out that it is something dangerous, that if not because of the grace of God, maybe in 10 years to come, I will be in prison. You trust me, and I will be able to explain. That is when you will just be explaining. You will explain that you are not evident. So that is why we need to be careful. Because there are many people who devil have already sent in a mission in order for them to destroy your future in time to come. Because they know where God is. They know that in time to come, what you are doing now, they know in time to come, you will no longer be here, but you will be there. And they will be using microscope to watch you. So they don't want you to be there. They don't want you to be there. That is why we need to be careful. Because some people eat with you with 2 hands, but inside them they are eating with you with leg. You gotta say it. You gotta say it. So some people are eating with you with their 2 legs, but deep inside them, they are eating with you with their legs. So that is why many of us need to be careful. We need to be what? We need to be watchful. We need to be mindful the kind of people we invite mostly in our life. Before you open your heart for someone, supervise, survey, because the heart of men today are so what? Are so desperate. The heart of men today are so wicked. There's something that one of my friends was telling one of his friends, a Mali guy and a Gambia guy. So there was something that we were discussing. They said, we are going to do something this, we are going to do something that. I look at them, I smile. That's why we need to be careful. Because today, many people, even devil, is accurately so scared of what majority of people are capable of doing these days. Devil himself is so stressed. He's so scared. He's wondering where they get that heart of wickedness. That is why we need to understand that not everybody you are seeing today is human. I have said it in one of my videos. It may sound funny. Not everybody you are seeing today in the world is accurately what human. There are people who are devils, but they are used in human form to be operating in order for them to destroy someone that God have already called for greatness. That is why we need to be mindful. Trust me, this may sound funny. I can remember the story that my mom told me once. He said there was a time where one of her friends traveled for somewhere. So in a market like that. So where they were, in a big market, very big market, because my mom used to sell and buy. So when they were now selling and all those stuff, because this woman will have all this native Africa magic power. How will I say this? They have all those gifts that they can plot either what live like this. They will use it for something and it will work for them. And in that market, so he said they carry all this thing. And this woman was selling something to someone. So as this woman was selling something, she decided to bend, in order for her to collect something from the ground. When she bent, she looked from the under her leg. She saw that some people who are walking, they are not walking with their leg spiritually, but they are walking with their legs, with their head. But physically, you see them walking with their leg. So that is why we need to be careful. Apostle Joseph Suleiman said the word. He said there was a lady that come to his office with a boyfriend, like something like that. So when they walk in with the spiritual eye, he understands instantly that the girl is walking with leg, not with leg. With head, not with leg. And he decided to tell the lady, he said, go out and come back. The man said, why are you saying this? He said, go back and walk with your leg and come into my office. And come inside with your two legs. And said the man was shocked. The man was said, what is going on? Because the world we are today, I said it before, not everyone around you is human. It may sound so. That is why we need to ask God to give us this spirit of discernment. Because many people today are wicked to the point that they can even do anything just because of envy and jealousy, just because of the fact that they are not happy that you are happy, just because of the fact that they are sad because of what God is accurately and absolutely doing for you. You got to see. So that is why we need to watch what carefully. There was a lady that I wanted to toast when I was in school. So this lady was so intelligent, so brilliant, that I wanted to toast her. So because she's so nice to me, we used to play. Sometimes she will be telling me, something, your blood will be so nice. I was thinking that is funny thing. Your blood will be so nice. Can I test it? She said that she will hold my hand like this. She will just be biting it. I'll just be saying, why do you behave like children? So one day, I was just praying. I said, Lord, reveal to me who this girl is. So when I was sleeping, the Lord showed me a mighty tree, very big tree, where she hold her friend. She hold her friend in that tree. She was sucking her blood. There was a lot of blood on the ground. So in the morning, when I meet her in the morning, I was asking her, how are you? I hope you're okay. How is everything? She said, no, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to near you. I don't want to near you. I don't want to have anything with you again. I don't like you. You know, that moment, that day, marked the day she started to distance herself from me. So that is why we need to be mindful. Trust me, we need to be watchful. Because some people are earnestly so offended. All is because of the fact that you are blessed beyond what they believe. And the gift of God in your life make them sad. Because when people understand that you are too blessed, when people understand that the kind of blessing that God has given to you is too much, they will try by all means to destroy it. That is what happened in the book of Acts 22. The Bible says when the 40 men came together, they decided to take an oath. And they said within themselves that they will not eat nor drink until they do what they give for. They said within themselves that they will not eat nor drink until they kill Apostle Paul. You guys saying? So that is to tell you that there are a lot of people today who are aware of the gift of God in your life. There are a lot of people today who are aware the kind of fruit that God have already yielded inside you. You guys say that God have already yielded what inside you, and it made them feel sad because they don't have what it takes to be you. They don't have what it takes to do what you do. So that is why we need to be spiritually alert, because you have no idea how many people up there who are hating you. I said it earlier. There are many people who will hate you the moment they figure out whom you are becoming, and when they don't have what it takes to be you. You got what I'm saying? When they don't have what it takes to be you, because the gift of God expose some people. The gift of God expose these haters. The gift of God make many people their true color do what show, and when it ought not to. Trust me, the moment some people start to act unbelievable, the moment some people start to act the way they ought not to act, you need to understand that something is going deeply. Something is going, because some people have no idea where God is taking you to. Some people have no idea where God is taking you to. And what shocked them is that they can only see the glory, but they can't see they can't see the what, they can only see the story, but they can't see the glory. So it is something that is obviously annoying a lot of people, because the gift of God in your life is now manifesting, and they are now a living testimony. They are not the one that is witnessing. They are not the one that God is now, they are seeing it clear how blessed and what God is doing in your life. And that is why majority of people out there are accurately so sad, because you are so blessed. It's a find a job. I have a job now. I'm sure you do used to watch my videos. I have a job. This is not my job. You know what I'm saying? I have a job. I work from January to December, just because of the fact that it's raining too much these 3 days. So go and watch my video. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a lazy person. You know what I'm saying? I don't take the word of God as a job. You know what I'm saying? I have my own job. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of job. I'm also a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Go and watch many of my videos. Follow me on TikTok. You will see a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the main truth is that you need to understand that there are a lot of people who are so tired because of the blessings of God in your life, and that drives them crazy. You know what I'm saying? That accurately drives them crazy. It makes them feel so sad, because when they look at you, when they look around your life, when they look around you from head to toe, all that they see is the glory of God that they never expect to see. All that they see is the marvelous work of God that they never thought they would see. So you need to be appreciative, because God is with you. You need to do to appreciate the Lord for bringing out the best in you. Because when people start to hate you, when people start to tell you all kinds of things that you expect not from them, just know that God is already showing them things that you yourself may not be able to see. You need to understand that many of them, maybe they are seeing what God is. They are just there tired of what writing and jotting the blessings of God in your life. Because trust me, there are people who sit down in their home jotting the blessing. There are people who sit down in your home, in their home, writing how favored you are, the kind of blessing you are getting every day, so that they can say within themselves, or so that they can easily give what narrative whether you are blessed or not. You know what I'm saying? So majority of people up there are so filled with anger and pain because you are too blessed to end up like them. You are too blessed to be like them, and that drives majority of people up there insane. That makes them feel so sad because the blessings of God added with no sorrow. The blessings of God bring what? It bring joy. It bring happiness. And because when the hand of God is upon you, even the storm will end up become what? Become good. Even the will end up become what? Become what? Because something magnificent. You know what I'm saying? So this is all I have us choosing words today. So remain blessed and may God do what blessed you. If you have not subscribed, please kindly what subscribe. And if you feel like supporting, please, the link is always what below. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget to subscribe to your boy K Samson. Let's take it to 14,000. May the Lord bless you and remain blessed. You know what I'm saying? So be blessed in Jesus' name. Amen.